Are you looking to improve your sales without resorting to pushy tactics? Welcome to Sales Made Easy, the podcast that helps you to achieve better sales results and gain long-lasting clients through relational selling. Let's get right into it. What is the good word? Harry Spaight here to talk a little bit about sales and making it happen. See, when people are in the market, we do not want to be delaying. There is urgency. Now, why is there such urgency when people say they are in the market, they're ready to buy, they want to move quickly? There's going to be clues that they give you, and we need to respond accordingly. An example might be, it's Monday. The person says that you're speaking and says, I'm ready to make a decision. You think, well, you don't like to rush into things. So you say, you know what? I'll definitely get this pricing to this person here over the next couple of days. I don't want to look too salesy, or I've got a lot of other things on my plate. I'm just not going to be able to get to it. I encourage you to rethink that. If the person says they are ready to move, we need to understand that that means they are ready to take action. Any delay can cause them to take action elsewhere. I've seen it many times. I wrote about it in Selling with Dignity. A person gave me the go-ahead on a Friday afternoon. I showed up first thing Monday morning, only to find out that he signed with a competitor who showed up on Saturday. So the person was ready to take action. I held him up, and he decided, because I said, I'll see you Monday, someone else showed more urgency and got the deal. Lesson learned. So when someone is saying they're ready to do the deal, or they're ready to move forward, or they're ready to make the decision, do what you need to do to get it done that day. If you delay, here are the things that can happen. Number one thing that can happen is your competition may just coincidentally call the person and act faster. That's one option. Second option is they get caught up with other things, and then they're distracted, and then they're difficult to nail down, and you lose a sale to not a competitor, but just for the fact that they've lost interest and decided to go, focus on something else for now. Doesn't mean you won't get the sale eventually, but when people lose interest and it's not hot anymore and it gets pushed to the back burner, we may miss an opportunity. And if we don't stay in touch, we definitely can lose that. It also shows that we are not as excited about gaining them as a client as they are about solving the problem. That's a disconnect. We want to show the urgency as well because, after all, we're trying to serve them. So when they say they're ready to move, we need to get in action and say, I am ready to help you move. So whatever it is you need, do we need to get this proposal? I can review it to you later today or by noon tomorrow. Do either of those work? If you need to get an agreement signed, I will have that to you when I get back in the office. Do you want to set up a Zoom call and I'll just review it with you in 2 hours from now? Whatever it is, get that next step done in a timely manner so they don't think you've lost interest. It's our job to match the urgency of the customer or the prospect. It's our job to do that. It's not our job to overthink. They show urgency, we show urgency. If they're a little more casual and say, well, I can get it by the end of the week, we can be a little more casual too. We don't want to be jumping out of our skin like it's our first deal. But I warn you that when people are urgent, we want to move the process ahead. And saying, I can get it to you by the end of the week and no follow-up during the week, I want to do that. I would have that the following day or the next day, or at least if it's by the end of the week, I would have that meeting set. In the meantime, I want to stay in touch just in case something comes up, which in sales, stuff comes up. I've heard them all. I've heard all the things why people change their mind. They spoke to their wife, their cousin, they've got a friend who's got a friend that's in the same industry. It happens to all of us. So understand that a sale is worth the extra effort to make it happen, to bring in the fish, right? You've got the hook, the fish took the bait. You have your fishing pole, the fish took the bait. It's now pulling the hook and the bait and it's taking off. It is our job to bring it in. If we just let it go, all kinds of things can happen. The line can snap. A shark could come take the fish, or a bigger fish eats the fish. Stuff happens. It happens in sales. So we've got to do our job, which is bring it home. We're there to serve the person, to help them get what they want. Don't let them down and let them think that we're not interested or we're too casual about it. Urgency at the time of the sale where they're ready is important. I'd say it's critical. And don't make my mistake. Don't wait a couple of days thinking that the weekend, nothing's happening on the weekend. You've got to understand that. And say, well, look, you said it's Friday afternoon. You ready to rock and roll? Is Monday first thing okay? Or should we be talking about tomorrow morning or later today for that matter, right? It might be Friday evening. Entrepreneurs, they don't think like they take weekends off like people on regular jobs do. They work oftentimes 7 days a week. So understanding their timeline and working with them and bringing the deal in is on us. I hope that helps. It's not being pushy, by the way. This is all about getting the client what they want. If they want to work with you, they've given you the clues. It is our job to serve them and bring it home in a timely manner. You're not being pushy. It's a service mindset. Sometimes we have to get out of our comfort zone and act faster. But nonetheless, serve first. The selling will follow. Bring that deal in. Hope that helps. Until next time, Harry Spaight signing out. Talk to you soon. Thanks for listening to Sales Made Easy. If you enjoyed today's episode, please subscribe and share it with your friends. Also, you're invited to join the Facebook group Sales Training Selling with Dignity. Serve first, the selling will follow.